Hello, I'm Zeus, and I have a complaint. You know how sometimes you see faces and things that don't have faces? Inanimate objects, food, furniture, nature. You see a face and something that doesn't have a soul. Did you know that there's a cell in our body that's sole purpose is to look for faces? That's its only job, is to distinguish a face. Anything that resembles this emoji. Seriously, sometimes when you're sick and you have a fever and you see scary faces in the dark, it's really easy to invoke fear in someone just through facial features. Sometimes when I draw faces and the eyes don't have irises, I get a lot of DMs from people who've experienced traumatic responses from my artwork just because a face has features that are a bit off. Why is a face such a sensitive tool? There's this documentary series that I really like, and they interview this guy who's an expert in a certain field of psychology, and he talks about lying and feeling safe. So he says that to a child, seeing someone wearing a mask is likely to be entertaining, fun. But if that person takes off that mask to reveal another mask underneath, that is the scariest thing you can do to a child. Such a stark difference between two reactions to pretty much the same thing. Also, I used to always wonder, why is it that identical twins are used as a symbol in stories with a horror theme or like offbeat comedy? It's either that two people with the same face is considered scary, or is seen as a kind of deception that results into a comedic situation, like someone is tricked and made to look a fool, or when we meet someone for the first time but they look like someone that we already know, and that affects our impression of this person just because of familiar features. Be that a positive or a negative reaction, its effect on a person can be detrimental. There's a relationship that's rarely discussed between the face, like the actual physical face, and as a concept, lying or deception, and feeling safe. I really like the expression two-faced. When someone is a liar, they're two-faced. So it's not just lying in what they say or what they do. Their entire facade to the world changes figuratively. But isn't that something that we have naturally as people? That we need more than one face in every environment that we exist in every aspect of our lives. The face you put on with friends is not the same face that you put on with family, and it's definitely not the same face you have on at work. How many faces do you have? And which one of them is the real one? And is there only one real one? If we say about someone, she's pretty, and we're met with the reaction, it's just makeup, or no, she had work done, does that truth reveal that she isn't pretty? Or that we shouldn't feel safe around her because she's deceptive? And haven't humans been augmenting their physical appearance since the beginning of civilization and documented history? And for what reason does a person feel the need to enhance the way that they look? Is the life of someone who is physically more appealing better or easier than a person who doesn't find approval because of their physical appearance? Who are they as a person really? And what if they were revealed for who they truly are while maintaining their physical appearance? Would the world treat them any differently? And does a person have a single truth? We have industries that are based on augmentation of the face, and they exist for a sea of reasons and motives. Speaking about myself, honestly, when it comes to elective plastic surgery, I don't see a problem. And if I had to express my opinion about it, it would be exactly like hairstyles or fashion. Sometimes it's not nice, sometimes it's not done well, sometimes it doesn't have artistry. I treat it the same way I would anything elective in physical appearance. It's very close to my position towards lying. It's not the lie itself that bothers me, it's the quality of the lie. Have some respect for my basic human intelligence and lie properly, or make it entertaining or funny, change up the mood a bit. Facial beauty standards differ culturally, and personal beauty preferences differ because of a person's programming. Be it nature or nurture, it's all programming. The fact that we're attracted to a person with certain features, or a person that we feel safe with, is that considered a real attraction? Or an attraction that's programmed because of society, or the way that we were raised, or natural instinct? And if someone leaves a comment that reads, "You should put on some makeup," what do they really mean? Is it that I'm going to be more pleasant or safer for this person's understanding of my face if I put on a certain mask? Or is there an underlying meaning to that comment where they mean something that they're not actually saying? If I'm just going to talk about lying, first of all, a 3-year-old child does not have the capability to lie. As soon as they turn 4 years old, that's when they develop that skill. Why is that? Because that part of the child's brain has not developed yet. The part that helps them empathize, the ability to put themselves in someone else's position, to see the world from a different perspective. So if someone wants to deceive someone else, that means they're aware that this person has a different perspective and they're trying to alter it. Even if that skill was used for negative purposes, it exists in the brain as part of a vast system of skills, much wider than deceptive lying. There are some people that are on the deeper end of the autistic spectrum who do not have the ability to lie, and it's very difficult for them to discern facial expressions, which makes it difficult for them to feel safe, because facial expressions, empathy, safety, and lying are all connected when it comes to understanding others and communicating with them. But when it comes to the relationship of lying and safety, imagine if you told the truth all the time. How many of your current friends are you still going to have in your your life? And how many family members are still going to be on speaking terms with you? And how many times per day are you going to have a fight with someone? Are we supposed to say the actual absolute truth all the time? Is there no situation where a white lie is used for a higher purpose to maintain security and safe face? How does something that is more often used because of empathy carry such an evil stigma? It exists in humans in order to be able to communicate better, but it's known for its more harmful uses. In terms of our primal nature, that's related to our survival instinct, our programming in receiving facial features, our understanding of safety, and our search for truth. It has evolved so quickly in a way that's so complicated and divided into a system of differences and oxymorons, and that's allowed and natural. So the question here is, what's closest to natural? Truth? The one truth? Beauty that is referred to as natural? Or our feeling of safety in exchange for any price? Even if it was unreal or unnatural, are we supposed to face this truth? Stay safe. Thank you.